Hey collective, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I want to do a collective reading for past, present, future. See what energy we can tap into. Take what resonates, leave what does not. What do we have for the collective? Past, present, and future. So in the past, that can be recent past, it can be many years ago. You take that as it resonates because the past 5 minutes ago is the past. So whatever past that is, we have the 9 of Pentacles. So single, abundant, doing well, looking good. A lot of growth, financial growth, confident, grounded, very grounded. In the present, we have the 8 of Cups. So that's interesting. So the 8 of Cups can be emotionally checked out, walking away from something. Can also be viewed as not necessarily walking away from something, but walking towards something. It almost gives me a feeling that while in the past you were in the 9 of Pentacles, you know, the 9 of Pentacles, they always say that's the person that has everything they need in their life. They're good, but they don't have love, right? There's, you know, that person, that significant other missing in their life, but they're perfectly fine and doing well in the past on their own. But 8 of Cups, there's something more. You know, the moon and stars up there. There's something a little extra that you want. In the future, we've got the Knight of Wands. So in the near future, there could be a Knight of Wands coming towards you. Someone who's coming towards you passionately. Let's clarify this. Give me more on the 8 of Cups, please, for the collective. 8 of Cups. What are we thinking about? What's this little extra that we're talking about here, please, for the 8 of Cups? Knight of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords is a moving on type energy. But the Knight of Pentacles is slow. This looks to me like I am talking to somebody who's, again, has been very focused on their money, their financials, their assets. And you've been slow to moving on to something additional that you want. So it's been more of a thought pattern, and it's been slow thought pattern. So you've been thinking about this for a while, that there's a little something extra that you want. Tell me about this Knight of Wands in the future. Ten of Cups. So there's a Knight of Wands, it looks like, in the future heading towards you, whether that's masculine or feminine. It doesn't matter. It's just somebody who's very action-oriented with how they feel with the Ten of Cups. You know, it's funny. It almost looks like when it first came out, it's been a while since I've used this deck, but it looks like the Lovers and above is a rainbow. I don't know if you can see that line of the rainbow, but when I first looked at the card, I was like, the Lovers, but no, it's the Ten of Cups. It's that wish fulfillment. So it could be a Knight of Wands who's ready to take action and open up about how they feel and their feelings of, you know, what they want. Yeah, the Hermit. Virgo energy. So this is somebody that's realized they've done some healing and they've realized where they actually want to be, what makes them happy. And it's now time to take the action. What you don't see coming, though, is the Queen of Cups. I feel like that's you, Queen of Cups. What you don't see coming is that you're going to fall for this person that's coming towards you. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups. King of Pentacles. That's somebody who's ready to share their life. It's, you know, real, long-term, solid connection. Give and take. Give me one more. Page of Wands. This is someone you've had your eye on. Yeah, Seven of Swords. You've been keeping your feelings to yourself. So you've had your eye on this person, but you've kept a close hold about how you feel. So you've basically just been focusing on, you know, career, work, assets, making money, staying busy with your day-to-day life and activities, but you've always kept your eye on this person. But they're coming towards you. So they've gained enlightenment as well. So what was the... Okay. What was the past between collective and this person? What was their past? Because if you've had your eye on them, you know them. Like, your passion has always been aimed toward this person. What was the past between these two? There's past self-worth. $5D. Well, this is a spiritual connection. Yeah, this is definitely a spiritual connection. Because with the Hermit, they've been obviously doing some healing. So in the past, you must have had to have put boundaries up. You know, your standards. So you had to let them go in the past. Even though you knew it was a strong connection, you knew that this person had to go on a healing journey. So you had to put boundaries up, but you still kept a close eye on them. Because you knew they were your person. You just knew that they were not healed enough in the past to be with you. So that's why you remained solo. But yet, while your emotions are checked out in the current energy now, today, you're still wishing upon a star for that person. All right, so let's go over here real quick. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Let's get some more on this person, please. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Gemini energy. The Twin. They had to transform themselves. Take their mask off. They must not have been able to show emotion before, because now they're at a point of learning to take the mask off, be more authentic and genuine. Aries energy. Yeah, it's like this person had to learn to be brave about opening up in their emotions. Leo energy. Yeah, they needed to become more confident. The king and the queen. Exactly. So they're a knight. Okay, so a knight is not a bad person. It's just there's not staying power, right? So they're constantly on the move, coming in, rushing in, all excited, and then they rush away. So it's almost like they come in passionately, and then when it gets to the emotions, they would kind of get on their horse and leave again. But they've been on a enlightenment journey since you've put boundaries up. And showed your self-worth, which is making them open up to their self-worth, right? To become a king or a queen, masculine or feminine, it doesn't matter. You take that as it resonates. So they needed to be more emotionally mature, being able to be vulnerable, right? Because in this twin card, she's holding a mask to the side, right there. And so it's forced this person, because of it being a spiritual connection, you putting up the boundaries and staying away, even though you kept an eye. And Seven of Swords, you really held. You'll see in this picture how she's got all these flowers. She almost looks like a mermaid, but she's got all these flowers. And she has her arms like holding her chest. So you still held this person close to you, even though you pushed them away. But you're going to find yourself being able to open up because they've been on a healing journey, learning to become more authentic and to become that queen or king, to be confident in their emotions and be brave to tell you about them. And you've been waiting a long time for something to come of this. To get off that island by yourself. You'll see there's a little island here, and she's pulled the anchor up. And now she wants to get off that island. So it's almost like she's on that island by herself, right? That's the Knight of Pentacles. In the past, you were always, single energy. But that's because they were a Knight of Wands that didn't have the staying power. So they were not settling down with you and having like that real relationship. They were constantly on the move, so their energy came across as more immature, not to your level. But they've learned this, and they're coming your way. So let's pull a timing card to see how far out in the future this will be for the collective before this person comes back in. Let's get a timing card, please, for the future. Yes. for the future, but for the collective. Ugh, retrograde. I'm telling you, bear with us, readers. Our words are going to come out twisted and funky. How far out does the collective, before this person comes back in? How long before this person comes back in? Some of you, it'll be in December time frame, which is literally right around the corner. Oh, Sagittarius. Sagittarius season. Yeah. That's not far off. Okay. Let's pull an angel number real quick. $2121. Energy levels. Yeah, relationships, patience, discipline, focus, trust, prosperity, harmony. The day you've been waiting for is on its way. Maintain your discipline as you move closer to your ultimate goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy and stay focused. Your efforts will pay off. Remember, it's a climb, not an elevator ride. Yeah, what you don't see coming with the Queen of Cups is that you are going to find yourself falling for this person again and being able to share emotions. King of Pentacles. They're going to come in as a King of Pentacles. Solid, ready to share. And you've had to sidestep and keep your thoughts and your energy and your words to yourself with the Seven of Swords. You had to hold it close, and they're saying, keep holding it close. This person's still doing the work to be able to come back in December time frame. To be able to harmonize with you, show you that they can step up to your level. And your efforts of holding back, showing your self-worth in the past, remaining independent, and not pushing or reaching out, letting this play out as it should. So the moment you've been waiting for is going to happen. With this person. Wow. All right, collective. That's what I have for you. I hope it was helpful. So if it resonates, drop a comment, share, like, subscribe. All that stuff helps channel out. Always love you, appreciate you, sharing energy. And I hope to continue to grow the channel and share more energy and help the collective. So love and light. I'll talk to you soon.